So as you were talking about multitasking and the need to do that, and as we are, there's a lot of things, moving parts going on all day long. Yes. All right. You have to figure out which is the most important moving part that you've got to pick out of a day.
That's the hardest question so far.
We wanted to start you out easy.
Now I'm going to tell you why that's the hardest question. You know what she was at that Dan was asking was, how do you pick out what the task, those tasks during the day, and you go multitask. We talked about multitasking, right? What's the things you're going to work on? So the reason I say that's so hard is because the person bringing it to you, it's their number one issue. It's their topic. So they want you working on that because that's their most important issue. So it's hard for you to say, that's not important, I'm putting you way down here. So what you have to do is really pay attention to who's bringing you issues, or opportunities, fun things. And so let me give you an example. Today, this was on my schedule. It's right in my schedule. Well, I've had it in my schedule for a long time. And it was a priority for me today. So this is the last thing of my day, but it's my priority. So you have to be able to decide what is going to be needed first for time. So let's say that, can I use the Shaw's example again?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Let's say we want to get that fixed. And our Department of Public Works, they won't do it, Fairhaven's will, but let's just pretend that's in Rutland. If our Department of Public Works is closed for the weekend, and I need that done by Friday, then that becomes a priority for me to get it done now, right? Because today's Tuesday, well, we'll call it Wednesday now, just about. If I need them to do it by Friday, I got to get to them now, because they'd be closed for the weekend. So it becomes a priority. And that's how you kind of have to do it. The problem, Diane, if you will, not really a problem per se, but the challenge, to say that. The challenge is a long list.
Yes.
Every day.
Every day. Sometimes they're the same. Sometimes they're different.
Great point. So, remember what you just said? And I'm just going to, you gave me such a great example, but you also said the same thing. You shop there, and you know the problem. So there's two people, one problem. To your point.
Yeah.
Many people have the same issue in common. So if you resolve one thing, you might resolve it for a whole bunch of people. So that's another reason that you might look at it as a priority. Because what's the thing that's affecting a whole bunch of people, and you need to fix it now. Luckily, we have very, very good employees, people that do the work. So I mentioned our public works. Something that becomes a priority for them, especially lately, all of a sudden a pipe will burst under the cement and the water will be spouting up. Well, no matter what they were going to work on, that's the new priority, isn't it? Yeah. So they got to go right to it and drop everything else. But the part you guys will like is that we have such good people in those jobs that they take care of those things. Usually they'll just give me a phone call or something and say, listen, there's a problem down on this street, we're taking care of it. Just so I'm aware. But I don't have to go out and fix it because they're so good at it. Fire department, same thing, right? Fires, they respond to the fires. They might let me know after what the fire was all about, if it's a bigger than normal. But I'm not going out and putting out the fire. They are. And that becomes their immediate priority. Put that fire out. Literally, you're putting the fire out. But same thing with the police. Now, if they decide that the noise and the speed is important and affecting a lot of people, maybe dangerous, it is dangerous. Right? Yeah. And it bothers your quality of life when you're trying to sleep.
Exactly.
They might decide that's a priority. And they'll make that, now they'll focus on that. They might pay more attention to it because they've heard it from. So when I spoke at the Bardwell,
Remember that.
I heard that same thing from about 12 people.
Oh, yeah, a lot of it, but
Now they
not
had,
very happy.
they weren't all getting together and say, hey, we're all going to say the same thing. They did not. They all had an individual concern. And it was throughout all the people that I listened to that day. And I said, you know what? If I've heard that from 12 people that live there, that's a big problem. And we've got to address it.